Hey, all you board game maniacs. Maniac Rob here to give you just a quick reminder that tonight, April 18th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be doing a live streaming of the board game Here's Negan by Maniac Games. It's part of the Walking Dead All Out War series that Maniac Games has put out. It's based off the comic book, so get this straight. It's not based off of the AMC TV show, The Walking Dead, but it's the comic book itself. Now, I have been setting this up this morning. I'm a little bit in pain, so tonight you may see me a little bit medicated with some to kill the pain, because I kind of was moving some stuff around. I hurt my back, so I could be a little more silly than usual tonight. Ooh, who knows? But anyhow, we're gonna be playing The Walking Dead Here's Negan, and I played a couple of test games of this, and I have to say it's an incredible game. I love the mechanics into it. I love how the story progresses and what you have to do. I'm not going to explain too much in detail about it, because I want everybody to tune in either on YouTube and Twitch on our Board Game Maniacs page and check it out. Do some commenting. I'll be reading the comments. I'm flying solo tonight, which means I don't have anybody controlling the cameras or the application used for streaming this. I'm doing everything myself. And how I'm doing this, you say, is I have a wireless number pad that I have set up so that I can do such things as switching cameras around like this right here. Wow, see, it's a multicam view now. This is awesome. And I'm gonna respond to all of the chat because I have the chat set up onto a screen which is directly underneath my camera. And when somebody makes a comment or asks a question, I will be answering it live as we play the game. So again, I'm going to try not to miss any comments, any suggestions during the game. I'm going to need everybody's help who have played or not have played this game before, because this is still a very new game that has just been released recently. But give me directions on what to do. I'm going to be controlling all of the 5 players that you see right here. And I'm just going to switch to that camera angle right there. Woo, see, look, this is awesome. So you can see all the characters. It's a little bit glary. I can't do anything about that because of the lights, but you know, we'll manage to get by. So we have Dwight, Laura, John, Sherry, and Tara. That who is part of the Negan group or the gang that wants to join up with Negan, and they want to become the first lieutenant for Negan's survivor gang. And the only way to do that is they have to show Negan into his eyes that they need to be the first lieutenant. They deserve to be the first lieutenant. And the reason why they deserve to be the first lieutenant is simply because they're awesome. They're the best in the group, so they should be able to command the troops to go and do this with Negan's direction, of course. But there is a little setback and a stipulation. And what this stipulation is, that Negan, I'll show you a picture of Negan here. Let's go to the this angle right here. Bring him up. There's Negan himself, the big bad dude. Now with Negan, what he does is simply that he comes into the warehouse and he has to make his way from, I should have just left it on the board game view, but anyhow, he had to make his way. He starts off here and he has a specific path that he has to go to get to the other room of the warehouse. Now, the problem with that is all of the people who are trying to get in Negan's best graces or favor of Negan, they've been sent in first off to each of the rooms into the warehouse to clear a path and make rooms secure. You can see there's a lock token right here. Now, they have to secure that, and when they do, they're able to flip it over. I'm not going to explain detail on how you do this, because again, I want to leave it for when we are doing the live streaming. So, when this happens, Negan is going to have his turn to walk. He has a certain number of spaces to get to here. He has a specific path. Now, his path can be deviated according to if other rooms are secure or not. And you can do certain actions like calling Negan to come and help you and everything while the walkers are attacking. The one problem with that is simply that when this happens, then pretty much Negan gets enraged and he gets angry because you're not doing your job. So you're going to have your reputation of your characters dropped, which Negan will not look at you or bother with you for first lieutenant. And on top of that, if you enrage Negan further, he's going to take some swats at you with his bat, his Lucille bat, and hit you with it. So he's going to drop your stamina down too as well. So this here is kind of like a little intense game, as in you have a couple of variables that you have to worry about. Number one, you have to worry about the walkers, obviously, that they don't attack you and kill you. Number two is you have to make sure that every room is clear. And what I mean by clear is that you have to clear any walkers from the room. You have to secure it so that Negan comes in and he can make his pathway nice and clear to the exit on the other side of the warehouse, the part of the warehouse, I should say. And if he does that, he's going to pick somebody to be like, yeah, you're my first lieutenant for now, until somebody else is deemed to be better than what you are. And that's what we're doing. And it's going to be heard. I'm just going to switch camera angles again so you can see everything is set up here. We have the threat track. Now, if you've seen any of our Walking Dead All Out War games that we put on our YouTube channel, you'll know what this is. If not, stay tuned tonight and you'll find out what that is. So that's kind of like everything for the variable of what's going to happen for Negan and what he has to do, or what we have to do for Negan. And then you have like the walker blips, which are here. We don't know how many walkers are there that's going to appear. They're like noises that you hear in the dark or in another room. And once they get line of sight, you're going to flip it over, you're going to roll a die, and that's how many walkers are going to be in. So there's a lot of variables in this game that you have to pay attention to, because if you don't, you can end up losing it or dying. This here in the book, I'm just reaching off camera here. It has a number of, let's see how many scenarios, 12 scenarios. So what I plan on doing is every Thursday, starting tonight, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be streaming this game specifically until we do all of the scenarios. Then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick another game, and we're going to do the same thing. And during all of these live streamings, what I'm going to do is see if I can get guests in periodically throughout the weeks to come and play one of the characters, so to help so that we can be, you know, first lieutenant in the eyes of Negan. And that's pretty much what this game is. I don't know what system we're going to play after we run through all these scenarios. If so, comment down below and let me know what game you think we should play. It would make a really good live streaming game for everybody to watch and comment on, because I'd be definitely interested in hearing your input. So again, remember, tonight, April 18th at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch, we are going to be streaming Here's Negan, the board game by Maniac Games. So until then, stay tuned for that. And 1 minute, there we go. So stay tuned for that. And remember one thing, I'm just looking here. That is, be a maniac. I'll see you tonight. Boo!